Hello guys, we are from Group 5 to the fourth Telecommunication B. We will present text 11 until 13. These texts tell about passive, infinitive, and Gerund. The member of group names are LINA PRATIWI as second presenter, Lia Meramawati as third presenter, Muhammad BASTOMY as last presenter, and me, YUNIRA Kusmanielsari, as first presenter. So, let's enjoy with us. So, here I am, the first presenter for this presentation. My name is YUNIRA. I will present text 11. This text talks about passive. First, we must to know what is passive. Passive is the form of transitive verb in which its subject receives the action. Next, the present continuous passive. What is that? The present continuous passive, something is being done by someone at the moment. The present continuous tense describes things that are happening now and in the future. So, this is formula of the present continuous passive. Subject plus be plus being plus past participle. This tense is confusing because the verb be occurs twice. This example uses the verb tell as the main verb. Tell, told, told. Okay, the example of singular is I am being told, you are being told, he's being told, she's being told, it's being told. And the plural example is we are being told, you are being told, they are being told. We can use affirmative form, object plus MSR plus being plus verb 3. And the question form is MSR plus object plus being plus verb 3. Okay, this is example. What do you think about this picture? Using present continuous passive with formula. Subject plus be plus being plus past participle. Okay, we have the answer. The book is being read by the boy. The explanation is the book is being read by the boy. The book is subject is being read past participle by the boy. Then we talk about passive verb tense. Identify the time of the action in your sentence. Make sure not to confuse passive verb tense with the passive voice. While writing requires the use of passive verb tense. Tenses refer to the time of the action and voice refers to how verbs function with respect to a sentence subject. Don't forget, passive verb tense created by using the past participle form to express passive action of a verb process with a to-be verb. Sometimes linking verbs are used as well. When using passive tenses verb, the object is receiving the action and the subject is not always present in the sentence. And this is the example of passive verb tense using many kinds of tenses. Simple present. Example, computers are shipped to many foreign countries. Present progressive. The food is being prepared. Simple past. The package was delivered yesterday. Past progressive. An announcement was being made. Future. The computer will be picked up. Present perfect. The arrangements have been made for us. Past perfect. They had been given visas for 3 months. Future perfect. By next month, the job will have been finished. Models. The computer can be used. Next, about the future and modal verb in the passive. With modal and with infinitive forms, the passive is formed with be plus past participle or have been plus past participle. With future form, it is contracted with be plus past participle or being plus past participle. Modals can be or could be plus past participle, and the future form is will be or is going to be or is being or is to be plus past participle. About modals, we use these forms to talk about present and past ability or possibility in the past life voice. Must be or ought to be or should be plus past participle. We use these forms to talk about necessity and advisability in the passive voice. The example is, you can expect her to work if she is not well. She must be given time off. Second example, you are not supposed to walk on that type of floor in high heel. It shouldn't be allowed. And the third example is, he ought to be rewarded for handing in all the money to the police. And next, modals with form must been or should been or could have been plus past participle. Note that we were using modals to talk about most past situation in the passive voice. Be plus past participle becomes have been plus past participle. The first example is that car was clearly defective and should never have been rented out. Second example is that Nicholas is no longer in the shop window, so it must have been sold. And the third example is he insists on playing American football wearing only a t-shirt and shorts and could have been seriously injured. And then about infinitives, to be or to have been plus past participle. There is sometimes little difference in meaning whether be or have been passive verbs are used. On other occasions, be is more clearly associated with the present time and have been is more clearly associated with past tense. So this means the example is Sofia Coppola is only the third woman to be nominated for Best Director. Sofia Coppola is only the third woman to have been nominated the Best Director. The prisoner of exhibit to be released today. He is to be congratulated on passing his exam. On the last example is he was to have been rewarded for handing in the stolen goods until it was discovered that he was involved with a criminal gang. And that is example, this sentence used get in the passive voice instead of the verb be. He and his girlfriend are going to get married this summer. When did that wedding get built? I got picked up by my brother at the airport. The dog gets fed every morning. She got hired by the company in 2003. When you use get to make the passive voice and the verb is negative, don't forget to add to or to for the present tense and the past tense. He gets paid on Friday, or he doesn't get paid on Monday. She got hired for that job, or she didn't get hired until last week. They get paid at noon, or they don't get paid in the afternoon. The window got fixed. The window didn't get fixed until I called about it. Okay, more. Let's talk about active and passive. Active verbs are used when the subject is acting in a sentence. Example, Cindy stirred the pot. Stir is an active verb because it allows the subject to undertake an action. And the passive verbs are used when the subject is being acted, even in a sentence. Example, the mountain's peak was reached by at 10 first. Was reached are considered passive because they indicate that the subject peak is receiving an action. Remember about active and passive verb. Although both construction is grammatically correct, the active voice is usually more effective in academic and business writing because it's simpler and more thin. The passive construction is effective only when the option is unknown or irrelevant. The example of active verb and passive verb. Active verb. Marvin hit the ball. The passive verb is the ball was hit by Marvin. The cricket, the trash. The passive verb is the trash was killed by the goal. The rain soaked the pitch. The pitch was soaked by the rain. I will run. It be run by him. Active verb is at its concert the soprano sung at least one tune from a well-known opera. And the passive verb is at its concert at least one tune from a well-known opera was sung by the soprano. And the example of the passive ND again. The house was bought by Mr. Brown. My bag was stolen by him. Remember empty subject of the active and passive verb with they, people, or etc. With active, people use this footpath all the time. You should check details. Someone took my purse. And the passive is this footpath is used all the time. The details should be checked. My purse was taken. Passive have a special structure. I was given. An active sentence with a verb like give can have two different structures. Examples: Henry gave some flowers to his wife, and Henry gave his wife some flowers. If we use a passive sentence, either some flower or his wife can be the subject. Example: Some flowers were given to Henry's wife. This is about the flower, and it tells us who received them. And next, Henry's wife was given some flowers. This is about Henry's wife, and it tells us what she received. It's quite normal in English for a person to be the subject in a passive sentence, like the one about Claire. Example: Mike was sent ticket for the concert. My wife is paid more than I am. Andrew has been awarded a prize for his essay. We can use volume verb in above structure. Next, about it is said that. For example, it is said that Rita is leaving her job. People say that Rita is leaving her job. We can use the structure it plus passive verb plus clause with verb of reporting. We use this structure when we can say or do not need to say who the speaker is. For example, is news report. Example: It is thought that the company is planning a new advertising campaign. It was reported that the president has suffered a heart attack. It has been agreed that changes to the scheme are necessary. Here are some verbs we can use in the above structure. Or, he is said to. We can also subject plus passive verb plus to infinitive. For example, Rita is said to have left her job. Our structure is also used in news reports. Example: UNIRA were expected to win. People expect that they would win. Next, the company is thought to be planning a new advertising campaign. Something think that company is planning a new advertising campaign. The president is reported to have suffered a heart attack. Someone reported that the president had suffered a heart attack. More. Let's talk about to be done and being done. Active and passive form. With active to infinitive. The example is I ought to meet Sarah at the airport. The passive to infinitive. The example is I hope to be met at the airport. With inform, in active is I insist on meeting you at the airport. The passive with inform is I will meet at the airport. Then talk about active form with a passive meaning. The active inform alternate has a passive meaning, like the bicycle needs oiling, and the bicycle needs to be oiled. The window needs cleaning. We come to the window need to be cleaned. Remember, we can use the passive inform here, not the bicycle needs being oiled. Not. Remember, okay? Okay, that's all for me. The second presenter by LINA PRATIWI. Thank you guys. See you.
Okay, thank you, Yunira. My name is LINA PRATIWI. I will present Unit 60 until 64. It's about infinitive and gerund. In English, we know if infinitive and gerund can be used in some combination sentence. Here, we will find a difference of infinitive in structure verb plus to infinitive or gerund in structure verb plus inform in sentence. Now, I will tell you about infinitive. Infinitive is a grammatical term used to refer to certain verb forms that exist in many languages. Infinitives are the two forms of the verb. I will give you some examples of infinitive. The infinitive form of learn is to learn. The infinitive form of go is to go. Now, we learn about the true infinitive is used after certain verb. The structure is verb plus true infinitive, verb followed by true infinitive. First, a verb, then say, guarantee, neglect, promise, train, agree, demon, hesitate, over, refuse, want, arrange, to serve, hope, plan, seem, look like, tend, expect, burn, prepare, tend, claim. fail, manage, present, threaten, and the others you can find by yourself. This is the example of verb plus two infinitive. Number 1. Sarah agreed to work late at the office. Sarah is subject, agreed is verb, to work is to infinitive. Number 2. Are you hoping to get a job in London? Are you is subject, hoping is verb, to get is to infinitive. And then we can put not before the to infinitive. Number 1. Some people just choose not to get married. Number 2. At least I manage not to lose my temper. And then we can use a continuous or a perfect to infinitive. In continuous, Andrew seems to be studying even harder these days. In perfect, David appeared to have hurt himself. Next, tend, manage, and fail is verb followed by to infinitive. We use tend to for things that usually happen. Example, we tend to get up later at weekends. This is same with we usually get up later at weekends. Then, we use manage to for being able to do something. Example, likely I managed to find my way here alright. This is same with I was able to find my way. Then, we use fail to for things that don't happen. Example, David failed to pay his electricity bill. This is same with David didn't pay his electricity bill. Some nouns can become a to infinitive. Compare the sentence. This is the example of verb plus to infinitive. Number 1. Mark promised to go shopping. Mark is subject. Promise is verb. To go is to infinitive. Number 2. But then he arranged to play golf. And then this is example of noun plus to infinitive. Example number 1. Mark forgot about his promise to go shopping. His promise here is object. And then number 2. Sarah found out about his arrangement to play golf. Here are some nouns we can use. Agreement, arrangement, decision, demand, desire, failure, over, plan, promise, refusal, tendency, and trait. Now we'll learn about gerund. Gerund is a noun made from a verb by adding in. Next, there are many verb plus inform combinations. Here are some common ones. I admit telling her. I is subject, admit is verb, telling is inform. This is verb followed by inform. There are avoid, dislike, involve, mind, raise, put off, consider, enjoy, justify, miss, suggest, delay, finish, like, postpone, can stand, Jenny, cannot help, look forward to, practice, carry on, and the others you can find by yourself. We will learn about verb mind and the others. First, we use mind plus an inform mostly in negative statement and in question. Example number 1. Andrew doesn't mind having lots of work. He quite likes it. This is same with he doesn't dislike having lots of work. Example number 2. Do you mind waiting a moment? And then, I would not mind traveling around the world sometime. Then, verbs with cannot. Not, can't, or could not with help precise face and stand. We can put an inform after this verb. Example number 1. I cannot help laughing at his funny stories. Number 2. The dress was so beautiful that Claire could not resist buying it. Keep on and carry on. We use keep or keep on plus an ing form to talk about something continuing or when it happens again and again. The example, number 1, just keep stirring the mixture until it boils. It's same with the mixture will stop stirring when it boils. Number 2, Nick keeps ringing Rita and asking her out. Then, carry on means something continuing. Example, just carry on stirring the mixture until it boils. Next, I will explain same and different meaning of verb plus to infinitive and verb plus ing form. Some verbs can be followed by either the infinitive or ing form, but with the same meaning. Here are some common ones. I'm afraid to fly. This is same with I'm afraid of flying. This is some verb can be followed by either the infinitive or ing form. There are begin, head, purpose, cannot bear, like, start, cannot stand, love, bother, continue, prefer, and intend. Some verbs can be followed by either the infinitive or ing form but with different meanings. Example, verb remember. She remembered to visit her grandmother. The meaning is she didn't forget to visit, and she remembered visiting her grandmother. The meaning is she had memories of this time. Next, forget. I forgot to meet him. The meaning is I didn't meet him because I forgot to do it. I forgot meeting him. The meaning is I don't have the memory of meeting him before. Next, verb go on. He went on to learn English on French. The meaning is he ended one period of time before this. He went on learning English and French. The meaning is he continued learning the language. Next, verb quit. She quit to work here. The meaning is she quit another job in order to work here. She quit working here. The meaning is she quit her job here. She doesn't work here anymore. Okay, this is my presentation. The next presentation will do by Liamei Rahmawati. Thank you guys.
Okay, thanks for TV. Now I'm third speaker. My name is Liamei Rahmawati. I will present Unit 65 until 70. The title of Unit 65 is Verb plus Object plus to infinitive or ing form. Before I explain the material, I will explain you about to infinitive. Infinitive is a grammatical term used to refer to certain verb forms. We use the to infinitive to express purpose, to answer why. In traditional description of English, the infinitive is the basic dictionary form of a verb when used non-finally. With or without the particle to, thus to go is an infinitive, as it go in a sentence like I must go there, but not in I go there, where it is a finite verb. The form without to is called the bare infinitive, and the form with to is called the full infinitive or to infinitive. I will give introduction. There are conversations between customer and Mark. Customer: none of the things I ordered have arrived. They are 3 weeks late. I expect the goods to arrive on time. Mark: I'm sorry, we keep you waiting so long. Can I find what the problem is and then bring you back? Okay. The sentence of customer, we found to infinitive like I expect the goods to arrive there. I as a subject. Expect as a verb. The goods as an object. And to arrive as a to infinitive. And then the sentence of Mark, we won't inform, like keep you waiting. Keep as a verb, you as an object, and waiting as an inform. The structure is subject plus verb plus object plus to infinitive. I give you some example. Example number 1. He bought some flowers to give to his wife. He as a subject, bought as a verb, some flowers as an object, and to give as to infinitive. Example number 2. He locked the door to keep everyone out. He as a subject, lock as a verb, the door as an object, and to keep as to infinitive. Here are some verbs can use in this structure. 1. Advise. 2. Law. 3. Ask. 4. Beg. 5. Cause. 6. Enable. 7. Encourage. 8. Expect. 9. Force. 10. Help. 11. Intend. 12. Mean. 13. Order. 14. Recommend. 15. Remind. 16. Take. 17. Teach. 18. Tell. And 19. Warn. We can also use an object plus a to infinitive after want, would like, would love, would prefer, and would have. Structure. Want plus object plus to infinitive. Example number 1. I want everyone to come here. I as a subject, want as a verb, everyone as an object, to come as to infinitive. Example number 2. I'd like you to listen carefully. Okay, the next about inform. The inform can be used like a verb. Structure. Subject plus verb plus object plus inform. Example. Number 1. I'm sorry, we have kept you waiting so long. Keep as a verb, you as an object, waiting as an inform. Example number 2. I cannot imagine him having a good time. Example number 3. Do you remember Laura taking our photo? We can use this verb. Example, advise, allow, encourage, recommend, and etc. that I was explained in slide 5 with an inform or with an object plus to infinitive. Example, inform. Number 1. They allow feeding here. Number 2. I would not recommend working home alone. Next. Subject plus object plus to infinitive. Example number 1. They allow people to fish here. Number 2. I would not recommend you to walk home alone. Okay, next I will present Unit 66 about question word plus to infinitive. A question word can be used before a to infinitive to express an indirect question about what should be done. Example. Number 1. We don't know where to put the sofa. Example number 2. No one could tell me how to start the engine. Example number 3. The rules didn't specify how to speak to in case of an emergency. Example number 4. I had no idea what to write my home paper about. Structure with what to do, where to go, and etc. Before the question word, we can use a verb such as ask, decide, discover, discuss, explain, find out, forget, know, learn, remember, say, think, understand, and wonder. Example. Number 1. It was a real problem. I could not think what to do. Example number 2. We were wondering where to park the car. Okay, next I will present Unit 67 about adjective plus to infinitive. Sometimes the to infinitive give a reason for the adjective. disappointed, glad, sad, happy, and anxious, pleased, surprised, proud, unhappy. Example: we were happy to come to the end of our journey. It means we were happy because we had come to the end of our journey. Example number two: John was surprised to see me. It means he was surprised because he saw me. Next, about certain, sure, and likely. We can use a to infinitive after certain, sure, likely, and unlikely. Example number one: United are certain or sure to win. It means they will certainly win. Example number two: Sarah is likely to be at work. It means she is probably at work. The next is for and of. After some adjectives, we can use for plus object plus to infinitive. Example number one: It is important for drivers to take care. In the sentence, we found for plus drivers as an object plus to take as a to infinitive. Example number two: It isn't safe for children to play on ladders. In the sentence, we found for plus children as an object plus to play as a to infinitive. Next, I will present Unit 68 about for with the to infinitive. The for to infinitive construction is a construction in which the infinitive is in predicate relation to a noun in the common case or to a pronoun in the objective case, presented by the preposition for. Example: He waited for me to speak. Structure: we can use for plus object plus to infinitive. Example number one: It is difficult for unskilled people to work the day. In this sentence, we found for plus unskilled people as an object plus to work as to infinitive. Example number two: My mother has arranged for someone to look after her dog next week. In the sentence, we found for plus someone as an object plus to look after as to infinitive. This construction can be used in all the five functions in the sentence. Number one: in the function of the subject. Example: It is necessary for you to do it at once. Number two: in the function of a predicate. Example: The plan was for him to join us in Switzerland. Number three: in the function of an object after verbs and expression which take an object with the preposition for, to, with, to ask, to be anxious, and etc. Example number one: She asks for the documents to be blocked. Example number two: She is anxious for her son to marry this girl. Number four: in the function of an attribute. Example: The plan for him to join us in Switzerland was reasonable. Number five: in the function of the adverbial modifier. A. Of result after the adverb. 2. Enough, sufficiently. Example: Molecules are too small for you to see with an eye. B. Of purpose. Example: The territory of the castle was usually very spacious for the peasant to hide in case of an enemy's attack. The next, I will present Unit 69 about the infinitive with and without to. The form without to is called the bare infinitive, and the form with to is called the full infinitive or to infinitive. This is an overview of the different structure with a to infinitive or to do and infinitive without to do. Different structure. Infinitive. Example number one: It is nice to have a place of your own. Number two: I must take a book to read. Number three: I want you to do something for me. Infinitive without to. Example number one: We could go to a nightclub. Number 2. It really made me laugh. Number 3. Sarah will be away for 3 days. The next, I will present the last unit about verb or adjective plus preposition plus inform. Number 1. Verb plus preposition plus inform. Example. Don't believe in discussing things openly. Number 2. Verb plus object plus preposition plus inform. Example. Emma accused Tom of not caring about her. Number 3. Adjective plus preposition plus inform. Example. Eric is good at telling jokes.
Thank you, Leah. I will continue the next part. It's about afraid to do or afraid of doing. I have an example interjection. It's the dialogue between Claire and traveler agent. Claire, I'm thinking of going to Turkey. It means Claire don't want to do a lot of traveling. Sometimes we can use an ing form after the preposition. Like the example, traveler agent. Are you interested in traveling around the country or would you like to stay in one place? So we can use ing form like in, traveling. This is the example of preposition ing form. We can use not before the ing form like the example. We're tired of not having a place to live. Afraid. David is afraid to climb the ladder. It means he doesn't want to climb the ladder because he is afraid. And here are some more examples. Anxious, ashamed, and interested. The first example, Mark was anxious about presenting his report. It means he was worried because he had to present his report. And the second, I'm ashamed of getting such a low score. It means I'm ashamed because I got such a low score. And the last, Laura is interested in painting. It is an interest and or a hobby of hers. Structure with story. To apologize for something, we are doing use a to infinitive. To express regret, we also use a to infinitive. To apologize for something we did, we can use about plus ing form. The next part is used to do and be used to doing. First, used to do. Use plus to infinitive means that something happened regularly or went on for a time in the past. Here are some more examples. For the example, we cannot use this structure in the present tense. Second, used to doing. The used to plus ing form means that something is familiar and is no longer strange. Like the example, I'm used to traveling. It means that traveling is no longer strange or difficult because I have done it for so long. And here are some more examples. The next part is preposition or linking word plus ing form. This is the example, the dialogue between Rachel and Jessica. We can use an ing form after some preposition or linking words, but we cannot use an infinitive. Here are some more examples. We can use the preposition before an ing form, like again, as a result of, as well as, beside, by, and so on. And some examples. The first example is, how about giving us some help? We use for plus ing form to say what we use something for. The second, this cloth is for cleaning the floor. We use by plus ing form to say how someone does something. And the last, the thief got in by breaking a window. We use on plus ing form to mean as soon as. The next part is see it happen or see it happening. First, see it happen. After some verbs, we can use an adjective plus an infinitive without to. And the example, we can use this structure with the verb. Hear, feel, listen to, notice, see, and watch. Second, see it happening. We can also use an ing form after the object. We can use this structure with the verb. Feel, find, hear, listen to, notice, see, smell, and watch. And the last is see it happen or see it happening. The first is see it happen, see it happening. For the example, we saw Trevor plant the tree. We saw Trevor planting the tree. It means he planted the tree. We saw him to the middle of the job. I mean, he was planting the tree and we saw him in the whole job. And the last part is some structures with the ing form. First, two actions at the same time. This is the example. All afternoon, Claire lay in a hammock reading a magazine. When two things are happening at the same time, we can use a main verb and a end form. The main verb is play and the end form is reading. And here are some more examples. We can use end form for the longer action, and we can also use this structure when action comes in the middle of another. Like the last example, Matthew injured his knee doing gymnastics. It means he injured his knee while he was doing gymnastics. Second, one action after another. When there are two short actions, one track after the other, we can use an aim form for the first action, like the example. The first example, opening the bottle, Mike poured the drink. He opened the bottle and then poured the drink. We can also use the perfect inform. If either of the action is long, we must use the perfect. And the last is the inform saying why. We can use the inform to give a reason. Like the example, the first example, the fans queued for hours, hoping to get tickets. It means they queued for hours because they hope to get tickets. We can also use the perfect inform to give a reason, like the example. Okay, that's all for our presentation. Thanks for watching and see you next time.